sizes are too large this year?
I think some of our classes are way too big and students aren't getting the attention that they deserve and the extra help that they need.
Sizes are way too big. My largest class I have this year is 52 juniors at Westview, and it was too many.
I think they're too big.
Too big?
Yeah. Well, it makes it more difficult to teach. I mean, I understand with the budget the way it is, we didn't really have a choice. So we're doing the best we can with our situation. But the more students you have in any particular classroom, the harder it is to connect with students. The harder it is to help them,
I have mixed feelings
their
about class
best.
sizes because I like having lots of kids in the class because I like spreading the word about all the cool stuff we do in here, but it's a pain with 46 kids and 35 machines.
Yeah, in 23 years of teaching, these are by far the biggest classes I've ever had. So, yeah.
I think that some students feel uncomfortable in these big crowded classrooms. I think I've noticed a lot more absenteeism this year. I think some students are just not coming to class. The comfort level of students is worse in a crowded situation. It's more difficult for them to get attention from their teacher.
I just know that students aren't getting as much one-on-one help. Teachers are really busy this year just with class sizes and workload, and so it's harder for them to meet students' individual needs, to meet with students one-on-one.
It's hard to get to know people, and it's really hard to get to help people as they need it.
I do. I think a lot of kids that especially need extra help are not getting the extra help they need because there's too many kids in the class. Teacher can't get to them enough. So,
Well, I think without as much one-on-one teacher attention, it's more difficult for them to maybe understand. They can't always get the style of teaching that they need because, in my classes, say I have, 48 students, I can't always meet with every student individually every single day.
Class sizes, I don't know, they're pretty good. I mean, they're bigger. Sometimes I'm really distracted more often, but I get my work done because I have help around me.
They're too grande, they're too big, and the teachers don't pay attention to all the students that they need to focus on, and so not good. I personally don't like it.
Classes are really long, and I don't think it's the length that matters, it's the amount that's inside, the amount of learning you're doing inside of the class. So, yeah.
So, nay or yay for
Because there are some classes where the 90 minutes is useful, but there are other classes where it's too long and you're not learning anything inside of the class.
I think it's a little harder to get one-on-one time with the teacher because the classes are too big, so she has to spend time with all the students and she don't get as much personal.
I think that classes are kind of big this year because all the teachers don't focus on, they have to focus on a lot of students so we don't get enough information.
Honestly, yeah, I think it's too big because I think it's really crowded, and sometimes when you're in the room you just feel like there's just no space and just too much people, so
sometimes you don't get too much attention. And then
Sometimes, yeah. I usually like to work with friends and that usually works better for me. Working with other friends.
to me it doesn't really affect my learning, but I just feel like if there's a lot of students, there are going to be a lot of more friends that you see, and just feel like you do get distracted by people because there's so much friends, and I don't know, just having a big group of people.
Loud.
Yeah, just loud.
Yes, in my chemistry class, we have about 40 people in there, and the teacher, it's super loud, and one teacher can't tell one kid to be quiet, because then if one kid talks, 50 other kid talks, and so for me, I'm not doing really good in chemistry because I can't get my individual help that is with the teacher, so for me, I don't like it at all, so I don't think I'm getting my educational help that I need to.
all right, well,
cheap price.